Hello, grammar class, ready? Start with a copy and pen. Go and bring a copy and pen before you. Okay? Now, whatever I am telling, I suggest you that grammar is a face-to-face work. Let me be very clear. Grammar is a face-to-face work. That will be more fruitful. But yes, I am trying my level best to make you convinced even on online class. So you just write it down. Whatever I am telling you, it's not like notes, but at least it helps you. If you will make a point, so it will definitely help you in the way when you if you wish to make some any type of query or this or that. So if lines are written by you, so that will be helpful. That's why I am telling you that come with a pen and copy. And I had told you that we were dealing preposition. We had started our topic preposition. Just I am giving a quick survey of our preposition. Preposition, last lecture I had started that it shows a relation between subject and object, and I had already told you the difference between subject, object and predicate. Subject, predicate and object. Yes, I had dealt it, and it shows the relation between subject and object. And I had also told you that preposition either comes before the object or it comes in the start, because in the mid, why it doesn't come? Because in the mid, if something comes as showing a relation, that would be a relative pronoun. Relative pronoun can come in the mid, that conveys the relation. Suppose that a boy who is standing there is my brother. So who is here as a relative pronoun? The boy who is standing there is my brother. Suppose that I am giving you this sentence. The boy who is standing there is my brother. Where does it come? In the mid. In the mid now. So means it is showing relation between the boy as my brother, the boy who is standing there, between the boy, that boy with me as brother of me. Right? So who is giving you a relation, but here it is a relative pronoun. It's not a preposition. This I am telling that in the mid, if it comes, so it comes in the form of a relative pronoun. That different term is given in grammar, that is relative pronoun. But preposition, it also shows relation, but it comes either in the start or in the predicate before the object, just before the object. Clear? It has 4 parts, as I had told you. First simple preposition, just like 2 words, 3 words. I mean, it's not exactly accepted as a word. Even you go through the dictionary, it will come in the preposition chapter. So more like with, by, until, till, from, far, from, to, like this. And this is not the towards, this is not the word in itself, it is a preposition in itself. This is called simple preposition. And then come phrase preposition. Compound preposition. Compound preposition, I had told you that it is accepted as a word also, but suppose that across, रोड के उस पार है ना, या सब किसी चीज़ के उस पार, across, and like beside, behind, like this, about, around, round. This is like it is called compound preposition. But basic difference is from compound preposition from other one is this: it gives the sentence an adjective sort of meaning. Keep this in mind. It gives your sentence an adjective sort of meaning. This is the difference of compound preposition from the other preposition, right? Like my house is across the river. So this is the adjective of my house, that it is giving some meaning of my house, that yes, it is beside across the river. So this gives you an adjective sort of meaning. Then comes phrase preposition. Phrase preposition is a preposition that comes in a group. phrase doesn't come alone, it comes in a group. So group, exactly what it is, group means it comes supported by simple preposition. Simple preposition either in the left, either on the right, or both the side. It comes as a phrase preposition. Clear? And fourth preposition is participle preposition. Participle, when I will deal the verb, you must have some idea, but when I will get the chance to deal the verb, I will make you all the forms of verb, I will make it clear. Participle, in a rough idea I am giving you, participle is a B4 form, ing form, but it comes with a noun. Just after it takes a noun. So this is called participle preposition. So it comes in the starts, as I have told you that preposition comes in the starts also. So as in the start, when the sentence open with a participle form of preposition, so it is called participle preposition. As I had given you the example, like yesterday's fire, there is a rumor in the market. Regarding yesterday's fire, there is a rumor in the market. So this regarding is a V4 form that connects, that shows relation between rumor and fire. Yesterday's fire and rumor. And yesterday's fire is a noun, and regarding is a V4. So V4 participle form. So regarding yesterday's fire. So regarding V4 participle form. Why it is participle? Because just after it, yesterday's fire, noun is coming. Noun is there, na? Just regarding, just after regarding, there is noun, yesterday's fire. So means regarding is a participle form, because it takes a noun just after it, and it shows relation between rumor and yesterday's fire. This is called, this is the way why it is called a participle preposition. Clear? I am giving you some example of phrase preposition, like as I told you, it can come in the left, it can come in the right, according to in the right. Supported, according is a word that is supported by two simple preposition. In accordance with, both the side it comes. By the way, along with, on account of, this way. Suppose that I am giving you answer, in case of need, phone me on this number. In case of, this is, case is itself a noun, and in and case of, supported both way, simple preposition, in and of, and both side. This I am telling, this is called phrase preposition. I think that it must be clear in your mind. What is phrase preposition, what is simple preposition, what is participle preposition, and what is compound preposition. Clear? I had already given a detail over my last year, but I am simply revising it for going forward, so it needs to get it a revision. And every preposition comes definitely, when it supports by a noun, then it comes as a role of a preposition. Now I am telling you that several words, we have several words which is at the same time does the role of a preposition and of as an adverb, both the. So how would you differentiate? Tell me, how would you differentiate adverb and preposition? Preposition means if the same word comes as a preposition, so it takes two noun, and as I told you that subject and object. Till there is no subject and no object, so it would not be a preposition. Very clear. And when it comes just after main verb, because in helping verb there is no adverb. Adverb comes only with main verb. So when it comes after main verb, just after main verb, it does the role of an adverb. And when it comes in between subject and object, then it becomes an preposition. Very simple. And now just take some example. Go and run about. Go and run about. About, what is about here? Run is a verb, na? So about is adverb. Go and run about means about is a adverb here. About is an adverb here. And don't loiter about the street. Means don't, you are telling imperative sentence, you are telling someone that don't loiter about the street, इधर उधर मत घूमो on the street. So street is again an object, and don't means you are telling to someone. The noun is also there, noun is also here. So and before, just before the object, about is coming, so it is preposition here. Clear? Don't loiter about the street. So about is an object, and about street is an object. Sorry, street is an object, and about is coming just before street. And here the sentence starts with don't. Don't means you are telling someone. That is imperative sentence. You are telling it to someone. Don't loiter about a street. Means to noun is here. This about is a preposition here. Second sentence. I couldn't come before. I couldn't come before. Means come verb before means adverb na. It is not a preposition. All the time a word is all the time the single word is not in the single role. Getting my point? I couldn't come here before. I couldn't come before. Sorry, I couldn't come before. Not here. I couldn't come before. If here would add, so it would be a preposition. Only if I am telling that I couldn't come here before, means only here if you would add, then it would be a preposition, because here is a preposition, here is a place, noun, and I means you are showing your relationship to that coming to a certain place, means you are I means one noun, and here second noun. So if I am not able to come here, or I couldn't come here, yes, I couldn't come here before, means it is a preposition here. But if I couldn't come before, I couldn't come before, here is not. I couldn't come before, simple, means just after main verb come before, means just after main verb before is coming, then it is adverb. Very simple. Just after main verb it is coming, so it is an adverb. Getting my point? Let us move on. Move is a verb, on is a adverb. After move it is coming. Let us move on. And if I am telling that move on, let us move on. And don't move here and there. Don't move here and there means it is preposition. Don't move. Move on. On is a preposition. And if I am telling he is on the committee, yes. If I am telling he is on the committee, then on is a preposition, because committee is a noun. Don't move here and there. Or move on. Don't move here and there means move is a verb. Here and there is an adverb, so let it be. It's not a suitable example. This example will work. Move on. Let us move on. As I had told you, on is a preposition, and he is on the committee means on is an adverb, and here on is a preposition. Move on, move is a verb, and move on means adverb, and he is on the committee, on is a noun, so here he is on the committee, it is a preposition here. This I am telling. And then there are so many preposition. It gives you suggests you different sort of meaning. Suppose that adverb of preposition of place, preposition of time, preposition of place, time. This way, I will be done by then. Suppose if I am telling you the sentence, if I will be done by then. By is a preposition. What does this then words convey you? Then means time. I will be done by then. मेरा काम तब तक हो चुका रहेगा. मेरा काम हो गया रहेगा, हो जाएगा, तब तक हो जाएगा. Future tense is actually not a tense in grammar, damn it. So this I am telling कि मेरा काम हो जाएगा तब तक. तो I will be done by then. By is a preposition, then is a time. So preposition of time. Preposition of come away from there. Come away from there. Yes, come away from there. There is a place. Yeah, go away from there. From is a preposition that connects with place. There is a place. So come is a preposition. Come away, go away from there. From is a preposition, and there is a noun. So go away from there, come away from there. So this is all a preposition of place all about. So you should be very clear what is preposition of place, preposition of time. Preposition gives you meaning at this two level, right? And then adverbial phrase preposition. Adverbial phrase, I had told you, phrase preposition, this is called adverbial phrase. Adverbial phrase means definitely it will give an adverb meaning. So, and phrase preposition, each article was sold at over the pound. Suppose that I am giving you this sentence, each article was sold at over the pound. At over a pound. At over, underline this word, at over, means this article was, each article was sold at over the pound. At over means phrase na, at over phrase. And phrase preposition, it connects you with the cost. Article is connecting you with the cost at over. Clear? And one more thing, phrase it is, and it is giving you adverb sort of meaning. At over a pound, so it adds meaning in selling here. So means selling is a verb, then adverb meaning. So adverb meaning it is giving. So that this is why it is called an adverbial phrase preposition. Means this part gives you an adverb meaning. Adverbial phrase preposition. Phrase because it comes in a group. At over. Preposition because it shows relation between the article with the price, right? And adverb is that's why, because it is giving an adverb meaning to the sentence. This is called adverbial phrase preposition. So now what we had dealt today, we had dealt one thing, that adverb, the same word deals at different levels. First, at the same time, it can come in a role of an adverb also, it can come in a role of a preposition also. Preposition when it comes between the subject and object, adverb when it comes just after main verb. Clear? Second, we dealt with the preposition that conveys the meaning as a place preposition, as a time preposition, with the supportive example I had told you. And then what is the phrase preposition, adverbial phrase preposition. This I had told you that adverbial phrase means the sentence should give an adverb sort of meaning, and it should connect with an sub-phrase preposition. This is called adverbial phrase preposition. Done for today? Okay, bye.